a unit that's been too effective in this 2v2, so this machine gun nest could be the slight edge that Team Double D needs to draw out the game and play the longer timing that they want to go for.
Well, here we are, game number 3, Double D versus PublicMetal. PublicMetal up 2-0 right now. So this is basically match point for the red and blue side. Let's see if the Order can figure out a way to respond.
And all in all, this map is... it's not great for Team PublicMetal again, either, because they have a really hard time. Yeah, they have one base that's easily accessible, and then the rest is out there.
There is a
high ground base.
There is a very long stretch of road in the middle, though. It's
Yeah.
going to be a very interesting pathing for the units that decide to go this way, especially because that pathway ends up in front of Deadbone's doorstep.
Which, good for him, is on the high ground, but it might not be all that strong. He doesn't have the machine gun nest, so I think that's going to be a good choice as this game goes on. We'll have to see.
Well, ClassicMetal does have the snake, so he can still tag the machine gun nest, but they won't die as quickly as the ferrets, damaging it.
Sorry, true. You can tag it once, and then it's mostly dead. ClassicMetal went for 8 farms, then warrens. All of the players went for 7, and then warrens, so pretty standard.
Yep, just making sure they get the army count up. Deadbone's going to be going for the squirrels and lizards composition here.
And shout out to ShoeFlyPie in the chat, who's basically saying the same thing I just did, where the machine gun nest is probably what Team Double D needs to slow down the pace of the game until they can get out their tier 3 timings and get enough map control to win the game from there. But we'll see if Team PublicMetal can repeat their aggressive style and shut it down before it can really come to fruition.
Alright, at the moment, just both sides trying to shore up their army. Public staying with the lizards that he has. ClassicMetal building up his squirrel ball as usual. And Deadbones, he's going for a very hybrid composition now, which is very interesting coming out from him, honestly. This is something I usually see like AV Ultimate play. While Deadbones usually goes for a slower single unit type of build, but what is he trying to prepare for in this case?
It's hard to say. I think he just wants a solid mix of tier 1. He has the best expansion you could possibly hope for right next to his main base, so he's very happy to take that. Whereas again, Denando is backing him up with his Sniper Balloon on the low ground though, so that may be too exposed, but we'll have to see if that's true. ClassicMetal gets kind of risky base, even though it's tricky to scout for the opposing team, but it does deny. It does, at least if they want to go and kill that base, then they'll have to go all the way and leave their front exposed.
I would say if there's one thing that's kind of weird with Deadbones' base, it's really hard to build units onto it after this mount.
Yeah, he just has to build just to the south of the mill on the low ground. It should be fine. He can build towards Denando's base, where he has some warrens already. Yeah, so he's going to place them right there.
Freak Spot's going to grab that base up to the north. That's a little bit secluded away from the rest. And meanwhile, he's going to bring his Lizard Army and Chameleon. Oh, they killed Denando off. So it gives a bit of free time to...
any scouting information. That's really nice. There is a secondary pathway all the way around the bottom of the map, but it's probably too risky to go that way. Because there is the road in the middle, so...
Oh, Freak Spot. He's just putting up barbed wire here. He's going to make this a very safe farming base. He's not going to use it for sneak attacks, just to get farm and deny area to the others.
It does make it inside somehow. I don't know how he keeps doing this. But somehow Deadbones finds a way and will.
Denando tries this time and he's like, nope, can't do it. I'm going to go around the bottom side this time.
I like what Freak Spot is doing. He's denying the top bases. I don't know if Team Double D knows that these bases are here currently. They haven't scouted them yet. Looks like Deadbones is running over there right now, and he's going to notice there's barbed wire, so chances are he's going to try and attack that sooner rather than later. With just some lizards leaving the rest of his army. This is beautiful.
I was going to say, like, he only has lizards to take the barbed wire, so he's going to go for it right away. There it is. Army approaching that northern expansion. The lizards, they're probably going to take this one up by themselves.
Yeah, PublicMetal has to go now, though. They have to attack right away, and ClassicMetal squirrels are taking a while to get to the fight.
Alright, a bunch of units on the field. Classic Metal with 30 squirrels to his name. He's going to be charging them forward with all his might, and they're actually overwhelming them with just pure numbers at the moment. The balloon is now down.
This might be it.
And now they're going to be
Snake
swarming.
is still alive. Okay, Snake dies.
Okay, they're going to be swarming up towards that base very slowly but steadily. Public only has 5 lizards and 5 squirrels to his name, but Classic Metal is carrying on with 17 squirrels still. He's actually going to move downward to actually prevent some reinforcements from coming in. Even the wolf can't even get the buff off. Tornado had the wolf building for a while, but there are not enough units for it to stem. And just like that, they pull out and get away with a huge amount of damage onto Deadbones' side.
Yeah, there's a wolf out now, but as you said, there isn't really much of an army to receive the benefit from that wolf, and Deadbones' economy is crippled once more. He has 7 farms, but one of them is still building. And Classic Metal's exposed base hasn't been taken out. Here comes the next wave of squirrels. This could be huge.
Alright, the buff does go down to a number of squirrels now, so they are going to be driving Classic Metal's
now
units
the buff
back.
times out, and Classic Metal comes in, and its wolf is dead.
Oop, there it is. Pop goes the wolf, and now they're going to close in onto Deadbones' army, who's trying to retreat back into the base here. Classic Metal now
Classic Metal just wants to kick Deadbones out of this game.
Okay, there we go. 1 mill is down. If he takes out this other mill, then Deadbones is going to be out of the game. No!
Doesn't quite have it.
He has no more squirrels.
But
Fernando! He stormed out!
Fernando, it is throws in the towel, and wow.
That's it.
That's it, indeed.
Your winners of Faction Frenzy 2 are FreakSpot and Classic Metal.
What a series. I'll be honest, I was not expecting that, but props to them for playing the 2v2 so well. That was beautiful to see.
Alright, just bring it back to the rest of the guys. What do you guys think about that match? I mean, Classic Metal and Public, they did it. And they literally were
right now.
They literally were the last signups for this tournament, like today or yesterday, one of these 2 days.
I'm totally shaking.
And I am genuinely impressed they won. I expected Deadbones and Hernando to win. I would have never expected FreakSpot and Classic Metal to do as well as they did.
Yeah, they played a beautiful 2v2 style, where each player did a separate thing, and then they combined their forces and combined their strategies really well.
I really like what Classic Metal did. Like, his job was to just build up a very simple tier 1 army and just swarm as much as possible to just I guess not distract, but just to overwhelm the enemy, you know?
Yeah, with how popular sniper balloons are, squirrels are really good against sniper balloons if the sniper balloon isn't properly defended, and Denando often just placed his sniper balloon out in front, not on any high ground, and it just dies in that position after shooting 2, maybe 3 times.
So I want to bring up a point that I'm seeing in the chat right now, that FreakSpot and Heavy Metal did not have mic communication throughout the entire tournament.
Which is incredibly impressive because their timing attacks were so good.
Yeah,
they must
I know.
be, like, I think they have a second monitor with the minimap like zoomed in like crazy because I don't know how they pulled it off otherwise.
You could have told they didn't have any voice chat absolutely at all, and honestly, I knew this before the tournament started, and that is part of the reason I didn't expect them to do as well as they did. But looks like I was wrong.
They definitely showed us. Was very impressive play, especially without direct communication. It was really impressive.
Alright, do you want to bring them on for a bit of an interview and see what they thought?
Yeah, sure, I can set up permissions for them.
Let's see if they want to talk in for us. Anyways, and again, we have our second doubles tournament now finished. Still have some FPS issues to work out with, but all in all, it looked pretty good. Yeah.
Indeed, it was a great 2v2 tournament. The scores in the brackets are pretty crazy. Team Double D was pretty much on challenge all the way up to the finals, but so was Team PublicMetal. So finals were kinda anyone's guess.
Alright, I think we're trying to see if we can get the winners on here for a slight quick interview. If they want to join it, if not, we'll find out very, very shortly.
Right, should be all set up. Oh,
CM has no
Metal has no
mic.
mic.
Well, Freak Spot, just speak for him. You can do it, Freak Spot. Be the voice of public
Tell
metal.
Classic Metal to write you some PMs and just read them out loud.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like to point out that I completely predicted the tournament outcome, 100%. So
Wow! Congratulations.
You win.
November
Congrats.
knockout, I will take my fee if anyone wants to know my predictions. Thanks.
Meanwhile, I predicted everything perfectly except for the finals.
I believed.
All right, looks like FreakSpot has joined us now. Hello, FreakSpot, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Well,
Totally
and
didn't
congrats.
expect us to win.
Well, you won in a very convincing fashion. It was a really nice aggressive play. It's beautiful to watch.
So,
Yeah.
what were your thoughts coming into this tournament? Do you guys have a plan of what you wanted to do?
Well, we kind of talked about our strategy a little bit. Like, the only thing we talked about was which units we're going to take, and that we're going to play aggressively, but that's pretty much it, actually. We didn't play a single time before, and yeah, we pretty much went into this tournament blind.
Hold on. If I recall correctly, you decided to participate just a few hours before the tournament started, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We were like, oh, we're a little bored and we have time, so why not? Let's just do it.
And you did it.
Worn out of boredom.
You beat everybody without dropping a single game.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, even in game one of like the grand finals, we thought you guys were in trouble, but then it came to a really amazing point where Classic Metal just went around for these backdoor hits onto Deadbones' economy, and from there on, you guys just hung on to that first game.
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea how we won that first game. I already thought we lost, but then Classic Metal pulled us out of the misery, and we kind of won. I don't know what happened. It was very surprising to me, but I'm glad we did.
Yeah, Classic Metal definitely pulled his weight in that match, just buying you so much time to get your economy built back up, and Deadbones was just sitting on 3 squirrels for the last 5 minutes of that game. So it was sort of a 1v1 at that point, and it looked like Classic Metal definitely had the upper hand against Den Under.
Yeah, Classic Metal definitely carried me through this whole tournament, in my opinion. He did so well, and I want to thank him for playing so well.
All right, do you have any final words to say to the audience? Any new fans you may have gotten from this tournament?
Yeah, all my fans, please subscribe to my Facebook, and yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you very much, FreakSpot, and that was our grand champions, one of the grand champions of Public Metal here, to joining us. Thank you guys very much for coming on. This is another doubles experiment here, just seeing what we can do with the layouts and all these things. And we want to thank everybody for competing here and joining me on the mic and stuff like that. This is also my first time streaming for Clash of Comrades, and it went pretty smoothly for most of it, barring some weird audio issues. Do we have any final words before we head off?
I just want to say thank you, Bestie, for spending the time to put this amazing UI together. I think a lot of people are really impressed with the production value. And thank you for taking the lead and hosting on this one. Definitely was a good decision.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for watching. This has been Clash of Comrades. We will see you next time.